what goth has to be. This is why I brought up the gamer thing earlier, where I was like, people do the same thing with gaming and it's really fucking cringe. And everybody else deals with it, okay? That's the Pants Broadcasting Service. Specifically, guys, I really hate every time I go online and I see people being like, that's a fake goth girl. That's a fake goth girl. That's a fake goth girl. Like, and it's just like a girl in all black doing fun little like skits outside. It's like, I don't really give a fuck what you think about. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't. What would even make it fake? I don't even know. No, this is not about the Drake thing. This is about a different person. The Drake thing is very cringe, personally. What was I gonna say? It kind of gives I've already talked about this before, but it gives the same vibe as like the people that are like, you're a fake gamer. It's like, okay, as someone who is such a degenerate that I've wasted way too much of my life on video games, I don't give a fuck if someone plays Candy Crush and calls themselves a gamer. I don't care. Like, I don't care. It's so cringe to gatekeep those things. It's so cringe. Real gamer is not the flex you think, bro. Yeah. Am I a gamer if I play Pokemon Go? Yes, you're a gamer. In my opinion, you are a gamer if you enjoy playing video games and you've locked in at least one like 5-hour session accidentally in a video game. If you've done that, as far as I'm concerned, I don't care what game it was. You have the gamer stamp. If you've ever been playing and you're like, oh my God, look at the time. Holy shit, I did not realize how much time I just spent on this. Well, games don't count. Like, whatever, loser. I don't care. I'm sorry, the medium is so irrelevant. I don't care at all. I don't care what you're playing the game on. If you enjoy playing video games, you are a gamer. Why would you even want to be a gamer? I don't even understand why anyone would want to like make being a gamer cringy. It's so bizarre. Like, I just don't get it. It's like, I don't understand. The grandmas that are playing Candy Crush and forcing the developers to continue making new levels for that Facebook Flash game are real gamers. Like, the only exception I'll make is mobile. Any other game is fine. Like, literally, who asked you? You're the CEO of gaming? Who the fuck asked you? That's the cringiest thing on the planet. That's so cringy. People do that with reading too. Oh my God. My favorite is the people who are like, you don't actually read books. And no, those books don't count. It's like, who asked you? I don't understand. Who asked? It's so cringy. It's so cringy. When we're talking about hobbies, it's so cringy. If anything, when you see the Candy Crush grammar, you should be like, here, my fellow gamer. Let me take you away from the slop and let you see the light. I'm going to say something very bold, all right? I feel like the Candy Crush moms that got the developers to make more levels, they got to like level 5,000 and like 392, and they were like, well, where's the rest? And they got the developers to make more levels, are more gamers than like 99% of FIFA players. If you think that doesn't count because it's on a phone, you're actually a fucking moron. Like, you're an idiot. Like, you're just an idiot. You're just like being weird about it. Like, it's cringe. It's cringy. I will admit, I'm not a sports gamer. That's like the one that's the one genre of game that I don't play really. And I still think those people are gamers. If you play FIFA or whatever the fuck else, 2K, they're still a gamer in my books. They're just not my type of gamer, but that's fine. People must kill the cop in their own mind. Yeah, my favorite is the people who, like, way back during Gamergate 1, when people were like, women playing The Sims doesn't count as gaming. It's like, do you think clocking in a 12-hour session where I torture all of my Sims is easy? Do you think that's easy? It's not. It takes work. It takes hard work. It takes dedication. It takes drive. All right? Ain't much, but it's honest work. I'm sorry, in my brain, there is no difference between Minecraft, the average Minecraft player, and the average Sims player. Maybe like Minecraft speedrunning is its own genre, and I would put that into speedrunning. Because there's like sweaty gaming, and then there's gaming. But like, do you think romancing death in The Sims is easy? It's not. Do you think I'm sorry, let me just say also, modding in video games, I would say probably, this is just a random stat I'm pulling out of my ass, but like probably most of the mods I would guess are made by men in the community, because usually most games have a predominantly male audience, except The Sims. I'm pretty sure the mods in The Sims are like 99% made by women. And it's made by women being like, these hairstyles are so fucking ugly, I'm going to learn how to code. The number of mods I installed, and I was like, well, I want this game to look less ugly. And then the mod is like written by someone who's like, sorry if it doesn't work in these ways. I had to learn how to make this. I've never made a mod before, but I just couldn't stand that this didn't exist yet, so I learned how to do it. Anywho, some of my modders also got pulled on to make official kits for the game. RE9 modders make me sad. They got so much weird shit for Grace. Anyways, I want to talk about that. And also I'm going to say, I feel like making your video games and making most hobbies accessible to more people is always beneficial for the people in that community. Like, that's my humble opinion that I feel like I have seen play out multiple times. Because you have more people that are interested, you have more people that seek work in that field, and then you have like more interesting variety of stuff. Like, I don't know, it's cool. It's like, All right, let me close all these things. Let me pull this up. Sorry, this is kind of a variety fun day. Variety Friday fun day segment. You guys see this video? If you didn't, you're welcome.
Why are you looking at these fig bushes when I got...
POV, you take a goth girl to Home Depot.
Why are you looking at these fig bushes?
Make it a little louder.
Why are you looking at these fig bushes when I got the real deal right here? I'm just trying to nut and bolt. Easy seed. Why did I buy that when I get it for free right here?
What?
Oh, your seed. Stud sensor. Wonder if it works. Because you're handsome. I find you handsome. You know, 69. Why are you looking at these fig bushes?
I love this one.
Stud sensor.
Stud sensor. I wonder if it works.
Wonder if it works. Because you're handsome. I find you handsome. You know, 69. Why are you looking?
Oh my god. Let me say a couple things. The people getting offended by this act like goth is a race. No, but you're so right. This is Denims' exact sense of humor. Yes, yes. Yes, yes it is. Oh my god. Isn't it crazy that this has like 13 million views and it's just because so many people are mad? And they're like, this isn't a real goth. This isn't real. She's not a real goth. It's like, okay. Huh? What? I don't understand. Like, what? She's AI question mark? No, she's definitely a real person. She's definitely a real person who exists in the real world. I don't. Women must be AI. Everyone knows real goths sing by themselves on park benches. Yeah. I used to watch her Twitch streams all the time. She's so fucking funny. This Denims AI? I actually am. Very few people know this, but I'm actually a figment of your imagination. You've been in a coma, chat, for 15 years. Anyways. Neffy, come back. I love this video of hers. This video of hers makes me so happy. I love seeing all of her content. It makes me so happy. Let me show you guys. Where do these freaks come from?
What?
You probably think that I'm like Amy because I'm a girl and have all the parts and stuff, but you would be wrong. I am like Shadow because of my dark and twisted mind.
Ugh, you kind of stink.
That would be because you are smelling my alpha pheromones. You're probably really highly attracted to me right now. Probably.
Okay, you're really weird. I'm just gonna go.
Wait. I was just wanting to get your number. I think you're cute. I'd like to go on a date.
No. What?
Let me say a couple things. First and foremost, let me say a couple things. Why does she stand like that? First and foremost, she's so emotive with her face. Like, she's literally so emotive. I love her. Like, she's so, like, when she does, like, it's so, how could you not love her? Like, I don't understand. She's so goofy with it. Oh. Doesn't she say far right statements, or am I confusing her with someone else? No, this is not the Trump goth girl. This is not the Trump goth girl, no. She just does fun skits like this. She did a Drake collab though? No, this is not the same person. Hello? Guys, not all goth girls are exactly the same. These are different people. This is Queen Neffy, okay? What the hell? Huh? All right, I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something very bold, all right? I understand the people that are like, well, there are, not exceptions, but there are, not modifier. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of the word. There are qualifiers, I think, for participating in certain subcultures. I think you have to be at least some type of, like, counterculture in some way. If you are participating in, like, the goth subculture. But I also think that, like, there are a lot of people who seem to think that, like, goth subculture means that you can only be dark and brooding and never be in any shape, way, or form sexual ever. But we live in a Puritan culture. Like, Gen Z is going further right-wing on Puritan values and on, like, sex negativity. It is, in fact, counterculture to not give a fuck and be like, yeah, okay, what if I sexualize myself? Then what? What, are you gonna piss yourself? You're gonna get really mad about it? Okay. Grow up. And this is like, if you look into it, there are like, this is gonna be shocking, but there are a lot of subcultures within subcultures. Here's this. Goth is just very much about not giving a fuck. She's more of 2014 Tumblr, 2020 TikTok e-girl. This is not what 2020 TikTok e-girl looked like. Mm-hmm. How is this counterculture when it's just about monetizing the sexuality? Why do you presuppose that this wasn't how she looked or how she acted or how she dressed historically? Like, if I got a bunch of anime figurines and I got a bunch of anime tattoos and people were like, but you don't even watch you're just sexualizing yourself for weebs. It's like, why are you presupposing that I never have watched any anime or that I've never been a weeb in my life? And it like fails to recognize also that, like, historically, there have been many goth women that have been sexually alluring. It's not the only type of goth archetype that exists. But the idea that, like, this has never existed is, like, it's just wrong. Elvira, yeah, it's just like, huh? It's just one particular subculture within the subculture. It's kind of reverse sexism to say she's only doing this to profit off her body and not just because she enjoys comedy. Yeah, I just don't. There are so many avenues to sexual. Why would they choose goth to do so if that were their plan? Huh? First of all, what? Second of all, if you were like, okay, I will admit, at the worst stages of my life, okay, I was clocking in 12-hour. Oh, okay, you're saying, sorry, they seem genuine. Totally agree with you. There are so many, okay, you were saying there are so many other ways to sexualize yourself. Why would you specifically choose this particular avenue over all of the different avenues to do so? Completely agree with you. But I was going to say, like, at the worst points in my life when I was horribly addicted to MMOs, I was clocking in 12-hour sessions and it was not good. It was not good. It was bad even. If I recorded a video where, like, I licked a controller and then a bunch of people were like, fake gamer girl, that's not even how you use a controller, you fucking idiot, you bimbo. It's like, why are you presupposing and assuming that I wouldn't and I'm instead satirizing something because I thought it would be funny. Did you have a job? Well, considering that I was in high school, no, I did not. I did get a job in high school at the very end of high school, but it was like part-time and just on weekends. It's just nonsense. It's like, no, because you sexualize yourself, it means you can't be actually a real goth and you've never been invested in the subculture ever. It's like, what? It's the same with discourse in certain queer communities blaming fetishization on sex workers, ignoring the fact that men would sexualize trans people anyways. Well, yeah, and it a lot of it feels so bizarre to say like, I don't know how people don't recognize. It feels bizarre that if women profit off of being sexualized for ever in any way, it must be their fault that people are sexualizing them. It's like there have always been people that have been sexually attracted to goth girls. Like, hello? That's always been a thing. What? As an elder goth, I hope she gets her bag, right? No one is saying that. That's not the argument. This is a fucking e-girl who makes fetish content. So, what if she had been goth since she was 14 and she's dressed and sounded and acted this way since she was 14 and now she records it for content on the internet? Is she still, she was a fake goth girl in high school and a fake goth girl in her early 20s and she's still a fake goth girl now? She's always been a fake goth girl the whole time. Like, what about that world? I just want to understand that for a moment. Why don't the sex workers get real jobs? Bold coming from someone who's unemployed. Are you going to respond? I don't understand. Oh, just say you're hurt. Oh, so you admit then you don't have a job. So you admit that then? So you admit that then? That's okay. Notice how he continued to argue about sex workers, but did not disagree that he was unemployed.
They should be kissing
Tryindeed.com. Sorry, what? What if she were really goth, but she's cosplaying? Okay, so again, like I just said, what if she has acted and dressed this way since she was a teenager? You're telling me it doesn't matter? Even when she was doing this off camera, it was also fake goth. I mean, also, if you look at like, one second. If you look at old pics, she definitely did more alt fashion and dark makeup. It feels like she's just doing cringe for the bit. Well, yeah, I mean, everyone is like cringing it up for the bit when it comes to content. Yeah. So she was a fake goth when she was dressed in all black and doing goth style makeup when she was a teenager. If she's wearing goofy fits and that's the end of it, then yes. Okay. I don't understand. I don't understand these people. I don't get it. And I mean it genuinely. Like, it really is just because she's a sex worker. If she didn't have an OnlyFans, half the people pretending to care about goth subculture would shut up. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. I feel like if everyone around you calls you goth or emo or whatever and you got bullied for it, and now you do it on the internet and you play it up a little bit for memes and you make money off of it and people are upset, it's just so bizarre to me. I just don't get it. I don't understand. And the problem is, men gotta harass women in person, and I guess the goths see her as the problem and rooting her out would stop it. Well, yeah, but this is the same thing as people that complained about, like,
can't do fucking shit.
Women, in hot tubs on Twitch and being like, you're increasing the harassment that all women get on Twitch. It's like, what? If you're not in a hot tub and you just do gaming content and you wear like a sweater all day, every day, and that's the only content you do, and you still get harassed as a woman on Twitch, it's not because other women are in a hot tub. That's just because men are being sexist to you. That has nothing to do with the other people. Hello? Like, it's just so bizarre. Neffy was a fun streamer. Not a big fan of current content. Really? I feel like I love her current content. You can get harassed for being a woman in a voice chat. It hardly matters what you look like. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Chatter. Men lie to make money off of crypto. Nobody blinks. Woman lies about her fashion for money. Everyone loses their mind. I mean, I also don't understand why it has to be like a lie. Like, I just don't. Why do you have such good taste? It's hard. It's hard being me. I feel like we have to genuinely engage with all parts of this critique. She looks like she fits she looks like she fits the part, but nothing in her whole history of content seems to line up with the deeper fundamentals of the subculture. Like, if a conservative threw on a bunch of studs and a mohawk, we can tell he's not about that life. She has stripped the subculture of anything behind the surface. That's why it's fake. If you wanted to make goth content, you'd be goth and present goth. This is a poser issue. Okay, so like I just said, like, I feel like you have a perspective about what goth has to be. This is why I brought up the gamer thing earlier, where I was like, People do the same thing with gaming, and it's really fucking cringe, where it's like, well, you're not a real gamer because all you do is play mobile games. It's like, who the fuck are you to decide the exact narrow definition of this subculture? A subculture is not exactly and everything what you want it to be. Like, I don't know what part of this is like this in my eyes. Goth culture, a lot of it is about being subversive, and a lot of it is about being counterculture. If you took this person and you put them in like the average room or whatever, if you think that they wouldn't be counterculture, you're mistaken. Like, this is not conforming to the culture. Conforming to the culture would be like trad wifing. All her content is aesthetic. She doesn't talk about the culture, which is why it's mostly a music subculture. Okay, so if I never talked about video games, I'm not a real gamer. Like, if I wore like, what's a major franchise of video game that I've played? Like, if I wore like a Dragon Age shirt and I wore it to like a convention center, but I didn't talk to anyone at the convention about Dragon Age, and I streamed it or whatever, wouldn't it be kind of cringe to be like, well, yeah, but you're not like a real gamer because you're like not even talking about the subculture. It's like, you don't have to talk about the subculture to participate in the subculture. Name 3 Cure songs or you're not goth. Trick question. The band's name is The Cure. What are your thoughts on bronies? Why would you ask me that question? I like Neffy, but I think your argument is bad. Okay, well, can you elaborate? When someone says gamer, what do you think most people picture? Like what a normie would picture? So a subculture is only the stereotype? Gamer guy who hates video games but doesn't play any of them. I guess in some ways, yeah, the label is being used as a stereotype. Well, isn't that like cringe? It's actually funny because when you look at the goth subculture Wikipedia, there's an entire section about how different people talk about how different goths are not real goths. Last year's through social media. Sorry, this is under mall goth. While goth is a music-based scene, the goth subculture is also characterized by popular aesthetics, outlooks, and ways of seeing and being seen. The last years through social media, goths are able to meet people with similar interests, learn from each other, finally take part in the scene. These activities on social media are the manifestation of the same practices which are taking place in goth clubs. This is not a new phenomenon since before the rise of social media. Online forums had the same function for goths. Observers have raised the issue of to what degree individuals are truly members of the goth subculture. On one end of the spectrum is uber goth, a person who is described as seeking a pallor so much that they apply as much white foundation and white powder as possible. On the other end of the spectrum exists what another writer terms posers, goth wannabes, usually young kids going through a goth phase who do not hold goth sensibilities but want to be part of the goth crowd. It's been said that a mall goth is a teen who dresses in a goth style and spends time in malls with a Hot Topic store, but who does not know much about goth subculture or its music, thus making them a poser. In one case, even a well-known performer has been labeled with the pejorative term. A number of goths, especially those who belong to this subculture before the late 1980s, reject Marilyn Manson as a poser who undermines the true meaning of goth. I'm going to be very honest with you. I think this is one of those things where it's like language is descriptive, not prescriptive. And to be quite honest with you, if you looked and acted this way in front of other people, this would be called goth. If you brought someone like this to a Thanksgiving dinner with your family, it'd be like, so who's the goth chick? There's like, I'm also going to say something else that might be, this is kind of like a hard to swallow pill. I can only dream, right? There's also this big issue where black and brown girls are attacked for being poser and they can never explain why they're posers. Oh yeah, there's like, okay, I've also seen this where brown and black girls who don't want to wear literally white foundation on their face because it's not flattering to put white foundation on a face that has a significantly different skin tone are called fake goth because you're not even committing. And it's like, you can put on very pale foundation when your skin is already pretty pale. Like you can get really close to white if you're already pretty pale. If I tried to put on, and I'm pretty light skinned. If I tried to put on white foundation, it would look really bad on me. Like, it would look ugly on me. It would not look good because it's not anywhere near my natural skin tone. I would look like a caked up ghost, and not in like a nice way. It would look really bad. A white face. Not to mention how many layers you would have to put on to get like an even coat. I don't know which word I'm trying to describe here. This Mr. Mime, a poser. You would also have to do all of your exposed areas as well. More layers than Queen Victoria. Yeah. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm reading stuff. I'm reading chat. I agree with you. I will say, when people say they want a big titted goth GF, I don't think they're talking about the music choices or even the personality. And like, the reality is, like, this is why we have descriptors within language, and it's because try as hard as you might, you are fighting the inevitable to attempt to pretend that you can gatekeep people out of a community. Like, try as hard as the Gamergate people did, you cannot keep the people you don't consider a gamer outside of the gamer community. And that's why we have words like competitive. Like, I am a competitive gamer. And that's why we have like casual gamer. Oh, you like gaming, you will clock in hours into gaming, but you're never going to play like a game, like a ranked game. You're never going to you're doing casual gaming. Okay, cool. Competitive versus casual goth. And what's really funny too is, like, even towards this character, Elvira, it's like, well, that's like a character. Okay, just a couple things for a brief moment. If she's a poser, isn't she putting on a caricature? Isn't she playing a character? If you think that she's a poser, then isn't she doing the exact same thing that this character is doing? And second, within the universe, is the character not meant to be goth? It doesn't matter whether or not this is a character or like an actor playing a character. That character is goth, unless you don't think the character is goth. Dude, Elvira is openly embraced in both goth and horror communities. What? Well, yeah, that's my point. I'm saying, like, this is a character that I think, like, the goth community accepts, right? And then because it's presented differently, or because it's being presented by a streamer or whatever, it's like, oh, well, this is a fake goth. This is a fake goth. It's like, what? Foundational, like Morticia Adams. Well, again, like I said, I just feel like there's this, no, Elvira rode around in a hearse and lived in a rundown black mansion and terrorized teens. She was goth beyond how she looked. She lived it. But it's a fictional character. Remove how she looked and she was still goth. Remove this girl's looks and she ain't goth. I thought it was pronounced Elvira. Can't make me say that, chat. So just like as a quick question, do you know this woman personally? Do you live in her walls? You know what music she listens to? You know how much of her furniture is black? You don't know anything about this woman. You're just assuming everything and assuming that you're right about everything. Do you know whether or not this woman lives in a black mansion? So this is the problem that I have with the people that get mad about these videos. It's like, no, it has to be that she's pretending to be this thing. And in her personal life, when the camera is off, she acts like a normal person, like a normal non-goth person. It's like, damn, I didn't know you personally lived in her floorboards. I didn't know you lived in her walls and knew everything about her. You don't understand. She has to be dead to be goth. Oh, sorry, you're right. Also, goth, I think a lot of them want to point at someone to blame for the sexualization and the harassment going on. Can't blame a few people for men being disgusting, though. I understand the frustration. It's directed at the wrong person. Well, again, it'd be the equivalent of, like, me getting mad that women were, like, licking controllers in 2016 and being like, you're the reason why I'm being harassed when I play Overwatch. It's like, no, when I cue on voice, I'm getting harassed because other people are sexist. I'm not getting harassed because a woman is licking a controller. What? One woman acting a certain way doesn't magically make people... This is like the meme about, like, oh, you just turned me into a Nazi. You guys made society so left-wing, I had to turn into a Nazi. Can you imagine being like, well, I just have to hate I have to hate all women in video games because one woman licked a controller. It's like, no, you either are sexist or you're not. One random video on the internet is not going to make you so sexist that you're going to harass every woman you run into in video games. Hello? I saw a sexy girl once and now I'm a misogynist. It's like, what? No. So anyways, yeah. I like talking about this topic, chat. Denims or Chad, did y'all see the bi men discourse on TikTok? I'm scared. I'm scared. What about Edgar Allan Poe? I don't know. What about him? Is he goth? Or is he a poser? Yeah, I just don't like this kind of like it also goes into a sort of like who cares situation, I think. Or like I don't really so again, I don't care about how many fake gamer girls there are on the internet. Every single woman on the internet that pretends to like video games and doesn't actually play them, I don't really care. Like I don't like you guys remember that one video? This chick, I don't even know if this chick was a real gamer, by the way, but this is an iconic I wanna be Winston. This is an iconic video that I am unearthing. This is an ancient tablet. And this woman got like made fun of pretty relentlessly. And I genuinely don't know if she's a real gamer or not. I don't know because I don't care. But allow me to unveil the ancient texts for you.
I'll be Tracer.
I'm already Tracer.
What about Widowmaker?
I'm already Widowmaker.
I'll be Bastion.
Nerf Bastion.
You're right, so Winston.
I wanna be Winston.
I guess I'll be Genji.
I'm already Genji.
Then I'll be McCree.
I already chose McCree.
I have an idea. What's your idea? You should be. I'm not gonna be rude. You should have picked rude. Oh, it's such a catchy song, dude. Oh my god. Hit or miss era? I don't understand a single thing she said. Don't worry about it.
Tracer.
Let's say this woman has never played Overwatch in her life. Okay, and? Okay, and? I don't. You can just think, okay, well, that person's not a real gamer, but like, I don't understand beyond that point of being like, real girls don't do this. It's like, what? Real gamer girls don't play like this, and they don't look like this, and they don't act like this. It's like, what? So? Wait, I'm sorry, what? How is this, what is this impact does this have? Even if you think that, like, what? That's how I feel on Only Sith Stealing Absolutes. That's how I feel about this. It's like, well, just because her entire wardrobe is black and she wears chokers and she puts on her black lipstick and she does her white foundation and her hair is jet black, she's not a real goth girl. It's like, now what? I don't understand. I mean, you can have that opinion, but I just don't understand now what? One Trick Punisher going 0-12 in your comp game. You're not a real gamer. She's probably never even summoned a demon. Yeah. The blending at her neck, though, is really good, right? Oh, thank you, Sarnix. Why is this chatter still going? Get some self-respect. I go to college. For someone who claims to not care about haters, you spend an awful amount of time justifying yourself. What? I'm not goth. I'm defending goth girls. I'm not. What? What have I just... I would never claim to be goth. You sell your pussy! I do? Could you show me a picture? Since apparently it's everywhere on the internet, you should send me a picture of it. Since apparently you have it. Now, I know I've never uploaded it, but you must have something crazy since you have it and I've never uploaded it. Could you send it? Let me know when you find it. I mean, I just want to... You must have like some exclusive like battle pass for that shit, man. I don't understand. I don't get it. Did the chatter saying you sell your body every time you clock into work? Guys, this guy doesn't work. He just admitted he doesn't. Is he gonna respond? I do show my worm on stream. I do show pussy on stream. That's true. Anything else? Also, dude, you're totally fucked if you go to college. I go to college. And you can't spell yours. You're like totally boned. You might be completely boned. Anything else? Business major. Okay, listen. Someone with an accounting degree. Just because you're right doesn't mean you should say it. Doesn't mean you should say it. All right. Let me close all this stuff. To the chatter who said, I'm going to be 100% real. I'm hating because I'm jealous of this person. Don't be jealous, dude. There's so much to love. Be happy. Is he going to say anything? He didn't say anything else. It's so boring. All right. Listen, nothing wrong with money. Nothing wrong with pussy. Yeah, maybe. Maybe if you think women are prettier than men. Unlike Asmongold, all right, who thinks men are more beautiful than women. Excuse you. All right, let's close this stuff. I just wanted to talk about that because I think unfortunately chat clocked it correctly, which is that this woman has a similar sense of humor to me. And it makes me happy. When I see her videos and I watch them, they make me happy. It's like she just